Hi everybody, it's Ann with Art on the Creek. Welcome to my home studio in Parker, Colorado. It is fall. It is October 1st and I am so happy because the leaves are changing and the weather is cooling down and fall is one of my favorite seasons. Now I know a lot of you might have your mind set on Inktober, but I am a little bit busy looking at nature around me. We go for long walks every day with our dog and it's just so pleasant out right now that I can't resist journaling it. So I'm going to show you a really fun way to journal nature that I have discovered on Instagram, and I'll link to the account because she's really got some creative ideas. But I think we're going to play with this a little bit today. I've already shown my channel members, but this might be a fun reason for you to become a channel member if you haven't already. So we have all kinds of full-length tutorials, and this is one of them. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek today at what I'm doing to preserve fall this year. Let's go check it out. Canson Graduate Mixed Media Paper is one of my favorites, and one of the reasons that I like this book so much, not only is its size really convenient, but it comes in colors, you guys. This one I got is kind of a buff color, you can see. This paper's so nice. It can handle an awful lot of wet media. I like this better than most mixed media paper. I just think it's really, really nice. You can see the weight there, and the texture is somewhere between hot press and cold press, and this can handle just about anything you throw at it. If you're going to use pastels, oil pastels, gouache, watercolor, charcoal, ink, anything you want, this book can really handle it. So that's number one. I really like this paper for what we're doing today. And in the intro, I know I talked about Inktober a little bit. I kind of am trying to figure out a way to incorporate all of these things like this that I'm finding on our walks. These are just some crab apples that were planted along the trails that we walk on. And none of this is from anyone's yard. It's just, out there. So if you're going to do this and collect specimens, that's the one thing that I do want to remind you, that if you're on a state park or, of course, private property, ask. State parks, national parks, usually you can't even pick up things that are lying on the ground and take out with you. At least I know that's the way it is in Colorado. I don't know if that's the way in other states or areas, but make sure before you're going to collect some specimens, make sure. So these little apples are so cute. Actually, to be honest with you, I haven't even painted these yet. So I'm going to hang on to those and save them for later. But this is what I want to work with today. This particular leaf here, I don't know what kind of shrub this is. I thought it was a box elder, but I don't think I'm right. If you guys know what plant this is, it was a big leafy shrub, but I love the way that these leaves turn. So the other thing that you have to keep in mind when you're doing this is size. So what we're going to do is we're going to alter this book a little bit to make kind of a window journal, so that we can take fun looks into what we find when we're going for walks. So this is the other reason that I really like using this Canson Graduate Mixed Media paper, is because it's very, very sturdy, yet it's easy to tear. So I've kind of sized that up in the corner and I've removed a piece. So what I'm going to do is magically make this part of the page. And we're going to use packing tape to do this. Now, like I said, I saw this on Instagram. I will link in the description to the person's account where I found this idea, and I'm going to give you a heads up right now. I am really not very skilled in doing this in a neat and graceful way. So I am going to speed this up because, like I said, this is really something I'm doing in real time for channel members. So if you have not yet become a channel member and you would like to work on a nature journal with me in real time, maybe this might be something fun for you to do. So I thought what I would do this year is, instead of focusing on Inktober, I thought I would incorporate using a fountain pen with ink and a bit of nature, because that's where my brain is right now. I am just so involved in the change of the seasons and really exploring different ways to be creative and just really enjoying it so much. And the fall is just one of my favorite seasons. So I thought, what better way to incorporate using some ink and trying to capture fall than by doing one of these nature journals. So you can see how I kind of affixed that leaf in there with the packing tape on both sides. You could use contact paper or adhesive vinyl. You could use, any kind of acetate if you wanted to just tape around the edges and maybe use double-sided tape. But I am using packing tape for my purposes, and on every page I'm kind of putting it on a different place on the page. Like, not all of them will be up on that corner. And then you just trim it to fit and you are good to go. Now, what makes this so fun about nature journaling is that not only am I painting the item that I find, I am also writing a little bit in a journal about that item or what I think the plant is or where I found it. So these are the kinds of things that I will talk a lot more in depth with if you decide that you would like to become a member to Art on the Creek. If you're wondering what a membership is and you're not entirely sure, well, number one, I really appreciate you being here and just watching, because that is something that as a viewer, I really appreciate you guys being here because, I'm a teacher and it's really nice to just have students in the classroom. So that makes it a good partnership. You can also subscribe to the channel and share the videos, and those are also things that are very, very helpful. If you wanted a little bit more, though, and you wanted to have some more benefits, then becoming a member might be something that would interest you. There are 3 different membership levels, each with their own benefits, and watching full-length tutorials like this and having series of tutorials is only one of the perks. Some of you will also are interested in receiving a newsletter. I have a monthly newsletter that goes out with art prompts and a thoughtful discussion. I also have Happy Mail that goes out to every single channel member. If you are a channel member and you are not yet receiving Happy Mail from me, send me an email. I will put it right up here. It is artwithnona@gmail.com. And I will also put that in the description because no matter where you are in the world, as long as I have your address, I can send you Happy Mail. So that's another fun benefit for every channel member. At the Pikes Peak level, that is the highest level available, there are weekly members only videos. And for the other 2 levels, the Red Rocks level and the Buffalo level, there are all kinds of good things in store, some of which include member shout outs, members only polls, and you can also help me decide what kinds of videos to make. So if that's something that interests you, I really appreciate you watching today. And I hope you'll take a second just to click on that link and learn if maybe membership is something that's right for you. And I hope that everyone is having a great fall, whether you are journaling autumn or really enjoying Inktober. You guys, will see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Have a creative week, everybody. Bye now.